Pisces, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your June 2018 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising signs. So Pisces, for this reading, I'm using the Universal Tarot deck along with the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, and then I also will be pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card as well. Alright, Pisces, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Two of Swords. Interesting. So this is what I'm using as the overall energy for you guys for the month of June. Two of Swords. Maybe some of you have an important decision to make. A decision could be significant. Either you have to make one or maybe you're waiting on one. But also, the Two of Swords, for me, it can be a card of non-action. Someone who's procrastinating or someone who's not making a decision. Maybe someone who's putting something off. But it also can be someone who's kind of feeling stuck or feeling like they're at maybe a standstill with something. There might be the need to really listen to your intuition for some of you. Right at the center here, I do have the Emperor crossed by the Knight of Wands. So maybe some of you could have been struggling with maybe having to make a decision maybe previously. And with this energy right at the start of June with the Emperor is empowered. He's the boss. He's in control. Maybe some of you are gaining back your power. And then with this Knight of Wands, you know, charging forward optimistically, passionately, enthusiastically. Some of you definitely maybe felt stuck or maybe needed to make a decision, and you know, right at the start of the month, some of you might be doing that, making that decision, moving forward with the Knight of Wands energy. Could even be you know, traveling. Some of you may be moving house or actually doing some traveling here. The Emperor is a 4, and 4s do speak about your foundation, your stability, your security, and you have a couple of 4s here in this spread. So, you know, it could have been that some of you are waiting on a decision to come through in regards to maybe you being able to move house, something like that. But I feel like you feel more empowered here. You're in control. You're getting things done, you know, if you know, previously you couldn't. So a decision could be coming in here. And at your foundation, 9 of Swords, this mental energy, this could have been something you were stressing about. You were worried about this previously, maybe staying up at night. Could have lost some sleep over this, definitely. With the 9 of Swords, you know, maybe fearing the worst or dealing with some anxiety, you know, really worried about this. I'm just seeing what else I'm getting here. With the 10 of Wands in the recent past, you know, this is definitely something that wasn't the easiest for you, Pisces, with this mental energy, with the 9 of Swords at your foundation, and then the 10 of Wands. I mean, the good news is this is behind you, but the 10 of Wands, it could have been you feeling very stressed out, overwhelmed by something, but you dealt with it. With the 10 of Wands, you know, you dealt with it. You didn't drop this heavy load. Also, some of you could have had a lot on your plate, a lot of different demands, responsibilities. And with the Emperor here, for a few of you, a small number of you, you know, maybe you are the boss, or maybe you're moving up within the company that you work for. And to be honest, maybe, you know, what comes with that is some sleepless nights and a lot of responsibility. And so some of you, travel might be in the cards, or some sort of movement might be necessary, but maybe some of you at the start of the month, especially if you're like a manager or you own a company or you're a higher up within the company. You know, maybe this is a new position for you, or maybe this is something that you're moving into, but maybe, you know, what it took to get you here, you know, taking on a heavy load, lots of responsibilities, you know, dealing with a lot of sleepless nights. You know, for some of you, it's almost like you're where you want to be. Maybe a little vacation is needed, but you're where you want to be, but it wasn't the easiest route. You know, it wasn't the easiest to get here for some of you. Now, crowning you, I have the Hermit, which, you know, I mentioned some of you maybe needing to get away. I feel like some of you need some you time. You need to get away. You need some quiet time, definitely. And with the Hermit crowning you, you're aware of it. Some of you definitely, you know, you're thinking about it. Spending some time alone. You know, something has maybe been weighing on you, physically exhausting, mentally exhausting. And, you know, with the Hermit here crowning you, and then also Temperance in the near future. This is coming up around the second week. I think some of you are very focused on just maybe healing mentally, healing physically, recharging your batteries, spending some time alone. Again, I'm getting like vacation, some downtime. So some of you, that's what's needed, and that's going to be what's coming up for you here in June. With the Hermit crowning you, and then also Temperance, this is a lot of spiritual energy here. So there definitely could be some messages coming in. And with that Two of Swords, like I mentioned, it's not always someone able to really interpret those messages correctly. With the Two of Swords, it's someone who very much needs to listen to their intuition. But I feel like with the Hermit and Temperance, you are very much receiving that spiritual guidance and those messages. And you know, if for some reason you weren't listening to your intuition previously, or those messages weren't as clear, they definitely are in June. And I feel like you definitely are receiving that spiritual guidance here in June. So if you weren't previously, you know, or seeing the signs, you definitely are in June. With Temperance around the second week, things are balancing out for you. I think you feel more balanced at this time previously. Now, this is all behind you. I don't think you felt very balanced at all. But it's like the start of the month, second week. I really feel like things are balancing out for you, and you just feel a lot better. Energetically speaking, the energy is better. You're feeling a lot better. And in the position of your power, I have the Three of Cups, which is a nice, lighter emotional energy. You know, for those of you that have been working a lot, this could be you taking some downtime, going out with friends, family, celebrating something as well. It's a very social energy, so maybe making some time, going out with friends. Could be celebrating if you know, have moved up within the company that you work for, or, you know, you moved house and maybe it was something you were trying to do. You know, definitely could be celebrating this success for some of you. In the position of how those around you are viewing you, I have the Four of Pentacles, which definitely can be very conservative, very focused on your finances, could be very, very focused on your savings, wanting to save more money at this time. Very conservative energy. Again, it is another 4, so very focused on maybe your financial security, your stability, your finances in general. In the hopes and fears, I have the King of Pentacles. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn could be significant. Maybe you're hoping to hear from this person. For some of you, maybe hoping for a raise, again, because you're focused on maybe your savings, wanting to save more money, wanting to make more money. For some of you, wanting to feel financially secure. And then energy that you're leaving the month of June with, going into July, we have the High Priestess. So again, spiritual energy, the High Priestess, the Hermit, Temperance, definitely receiving messages, spiritual guidance here in June. Now, with the High Priestess, your intuition is speaking to you. Listen to your intuition. Very much so at this time. Listen to your intuition throughout the entire month. But here with the High Priestess, you know, she's also very secretive and mysterious. So if you feel the need to maybe keep your ideas or keep your plans to yourself, do that. So really listen to your intuition at this time. She plays her cards close to her chest. She's, you know, a quiet manifester. So some of you definitely could be doing something quietly here. But let's do some clarifying very quickly. I will take a look at this Nine of Swords that is at your foundation. So let's clarify the Nine of Swords for Pisces. Looking at the Nine of Swords for Pisces. Clarifying the Nine of Swords for Pisces. For those of you that this is on the relationship front, for a few of you, what I feel you guys are dealing with is, you know, maybe you're married, or maybe you've been with someone for many years, or maybe you might have kids with them. You know, maybe something was going on within the relationship, and I think that some of you are definitely focused on healing that relationship. Yeah, mending that relationship, coming back together, maybe giving it another go. So some of you, you could have broken up. Others, maybe you didn't. Maybe you're still together. But I feel like there's definitely some Pisces that, you know, in the month of June, maybe there was some issues with your husband or the father of your children. But I feel like you're very focused on making it work, coming back together. Wow, okay, so clarifying the Nine of Swords here, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and then the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is one of my union cards. So again, it could be relationship matter for some of you. Eight of Swords, fear, you know, fear, worrying unnecessarily, taking it to the next level, staying up at night. So this is, you know, you're worried. Some of you are very worried about your relationship. Others very worried about maybe a child with the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Family matters. But with this Eight of Swords, it's really worrying unnecessarily here. Could be a few of you worried about your finances, definitely, or news, an opportunity that maybe you're waiting on. There's been confusion with this or around this. Again, maybe you felt out of control in some way. But with this Eight of Swords, we know that the Eight of Swords progressed to the Nine of Swords. So for many of you, it was just fear, or it was anxiety, or it was you worrying unnecessarily. And there is this healing energy. So this is behind you. There is this healing energy that is coming in for you, and lots of spiritual guidance, like I mentioned. So let's pull you an additional guidance card. Pisces, what else does Pisces need to know for the month of June? Pisces. Pisces, what else does Pisces need to know? June. Here we go. All right, and then I'm also pulling you an additional Romance Angel Oracle card, but as always, Pisces, if you're interested, over on Vimeo, I do have the June 2018 Love Tarot Forecast posted over there. That link is below. And that is a reading that is only focusing on love and relationship matters for the entire month of June. Pisces, what else does Pisces need to know? All right. Very interesting. Okay. So the additional guidance card I have for you, Pisces, is actually music. So music, for those of you that maybe some of this mental energy is still lingering, you know, what can help you is music. So playing music, listening to music. For some of you, singing, if you play an instrument, playing an instrument, but music. Music can help take your mind off of things. Also music for manifesting. You know, the more we kind of move, physically move and are active, you know, music really can be helpful when it comes to manifesting, especially if you're a Pisces that felt like the energy was stagnant all around you, just stagnant, not much happening. Listen to more music, dance, you know, try to help improve that energy. So music definitely significant for some of you. And then focusing on love and relationship matters. We have healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So for me with this deck, I've had this deck for many, many years. For me, these cards mean different things, and I don't take this deck so literal. So yes, for some of you, maybe you need to forgive your parents. But this, you know, this message here is all about healing. Forgiveness might be needed, and I mentioned some of you maybe forgiving your husband or forgiving, or trying to make it work with your husband, a significant other, maybe someone who's been in your life for a long time. That definitely can be significant for some of you, and I think that this is a nice confirmation that maybe you need to forgive them or just focus on, you know, healing, focus on fixing the relationship for some of you, definitely. But there is this healing energy. We have Temperance around the second week. You have lots of spiritual energy around you. And if you've been, you know, dealing with relationship issues, I feel like what else can help you guys with, you know, this card and also music with this combination is maybe, you know, maybe going out and enjoying a show, a concert, going out dancing with your significant other, listening to music with your significant other. For those of you that, you know, want to work it out and you've dealt with some difficulties on the relationship front, definitely music can help you guys as well. Any sort of, you know, family issues, you know, any sort of family issues, that could be with a child, that could be with, you know, brother, sister, whomever. I feel like, you know, maybe spending some time with them. Maybe forgiveness is needed for some of you, but spending some time with them, and music might, you know, play a role in that in some way. And, you know, around the third week, we do have this energy here, which is a social energy. So, you know, definitely see that happening for some of you around the third week. All right, Pisces, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great month.